This week's profile, a man whose life has taken many strange turns. He's a former kamikaze pilot who became a Catholic priest and now serves his God in the most remote area of Nepal. In 1945, the war in Europe was drawing to a close, yet the Japanese military would not give up. Suicide bombers were doing their best to frustrate the U.S. Navy in the Pacific. 19-year-old Akijiro Oki was among them, training for his final mission, to be a human bomb. He was certain he had only a few months to live. Ironically, it was the atom bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki that saved his life. The war was over. Oki now had time to honor the promise he had made during the war.
I had decided that if I made it back alive, I would become a priest to honor God. I survived, and that must have been God's will. So a year after the war ended, I joined the Jesuits.
After becoming a priest, Father Oki dedicated his life to teaching and in 1980 moved to the small town of Pokhara, Nepal. There he founded a school for physically and mentally disabled children. The priest's job was challenging, but it was further complicated by the realities of Nepal. A poor and isolated developing nation, to this day it has not made education compulsory. There are only meager funds available for schools, and until recently, special education did not exist.
Measures to help the handicapped only began in Nepal in 1981. The United Nations designated International Year of Disabled Persons. But of course, they had no funding available. They are still relying on foreign aid.
Expensive equipment and supplies are out of the question, so the priests and teachers make do. This homemade amplifier helps Father Oki to reach the hearing-impaired students. And when there's no equipment for physical exercise classes, the teachers aren't afraid to improvise. A more threatening obstacle is what Father Oki perceives to be intolerance with any foreign religion on the part of the Hindu-oriented Nepalese government.
If Christianity was accepted, the caste system would break down. That's why they do not want other religions introduced to the people. That's why they don't like foreigners to be here. I'm in a situation where the government is letting me do my work, only because there is no one else to do it.
Father Oki and his teachers are doing it, and the school is a success. The students have been given a rare gift, the chance to learn. But the gift is a fragile one.
I have asked the parents and teachers if they could continue without me if I had to leave. They said that without the help of foreign missionaries, the schools would inevitably fail.
Although he knows the government may tell him to leave at any moment, Father Oki continues to set long-term goals. Even now, he's laying plans to build Pokhara's first church. And why not? The former kamikaze pilot has cheated time before.